Friday night. Have a good evening and a great weekend.
I'm stranded on a deserted island, and I don't know who else is out there. Everything here is unpredictable.
Castaways premieres Tuesday, August 7th on ABC.
A day of strong storms. We're in the hardest hit areas and looking at what we can expect this weekend.
And a mother's plea after her family was killed in a car crash.
Plus exclusive video showing a child escaped from a stolen car. Next.
Across America with Mega Jackpots. It's Mega Millions.
What's up, America? I'm John Crow. It is Friday, July 27th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $40 million. To win that jackpot, you must bet these 5 white balls plus that gold Mega Ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 49. That's followed by 1. Up next, we have 63. Your next number is 40, and your final white ball for this Friday evening is 32. Now for the Mega Ball number, that is 20. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 49, 1, 63, 40, 32, and the gold Mega Ball is 20. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Tuesday's jackpot could be $45 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Now, New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Fast-moving and powerful summer storms. A night of destructive weather leads to a night with a very frustrating commute. Good evening, 11 o'clock. I'm David Novarro in for Bill Ritter.
And I'm Sade Baderinwa. We have new video tonight showing the damage left behind on Staten Island. Trees knocked over and streets flooded.
And take a look at this video showing a flooded New Jersey turnpike. It led to big delays for people trying to get home tonight.
And storms too much to play baseball. The field at Yankee Stadium was covered and the game postponed.
We have 2 reports tonight on the storm, but we're going to begin with meteorologist Lee Goldberg, who has been tracking the storms all night. Lee.
Amazing to see I-95 look like that. Well, you knew the tropical air mass wasn't going to leave without a fight, and we had some big downpours across the area. Just finished, really, in New York City, starting to see things quiet down. The severe weather threat, thankfully, is over. There are still a few downpours north and east of New York City. The floodwaters, they will recede overnight. Still have to watch out for some downed trees and power lines. Lots of storm reports across the area, but the biggest concentration, I mean, it's right over Staten Island and Carteret and Perth Amboy. Highland Boulevard was closed down for a while. Water rescues across Staten Island. Doppler radar estimating up to 5 inches of rainfall through the afternoon. Still some flood advisories. The one over Middlesex County will last until just after midnight. Here's the latest radar. Look at that. All the heavy rain north and east of New York City, pouring in Port Jervis, Bedford, over to Danbury, Bridgeport, and then there's been a thunderstorm that's been rolling across the south shore of Long Island, east of Fire Island, over to the Hamptons right now, past Quogue with some lightning going to Montauk, and then that will begin to move offshore. Cold front just trying to get into the area. Finally, some lower humidity will filter in over the weekend. So still some showers the next couple of hours. They move offshore. Should be fine by daybreak with just a stray shower off to the east. Probably clouds, still some haze, maybe some patchy fog. The humidity's still there early on. We start at 73, but then much better the rest of the weekend. We'll have that forecast in just a few minutes. Sade and Dave?
Okay, thank you, Lee. Well, today's storms move quickly but cause widespread damage throughout our area. Trees knocked down and power knocked out. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Heiniger is live on Staten Island with the damage and the cleanup. Josh?
And the luck, Sade. Just look at that car behind me and how it wound up under that tree when it came crashing down during the storm. The woman driving the car managed to walk away, but a few feet in the wrong direction, and her outcome might have been much different as these vicious storms crossed over Staten Island. As tonight's storms carved their way through Staten Island, they left quite the mess behind.
This is a beautiful tree-lining area.
Yeah, tonight that was their problem. On an SUV at a stoplight on George Menduina's house.
Nobody's hurt, but the bedroom is ruined.
Staten Islanders got it good.
I'm 59 feet above sea level here, so here you are thinking that you're safe, you're well above the waterline, and guess what? You know, now a tree comes crashing in the house.
Oh, my gosh.
Over in Jersey, it was water and tons of it. Here in Garfield, flash flooding forced people to wade around up to their waists as they pushed their drenched cars to higher ground. Too late to save them, of course. People say the downpour seemed to come out of nowhere.
It was raining so bad. I was sitting in the kitchen there. You can see one thing.
There was no escape at JFK tonight. Sheets of rain and bolts of lightning caused all traffic to stop cold. The ramps closed for safety as dozens of planes waited hours for takeoff. And coming back live, you can see how that tree is all wrapped up in a bunch of power lines. There's no power outage in this specific area that we can tell, but Con Ed is telling us that as many as 6,500 customers across Staten Island are in the dark tonight. Their service expected to be restored sometime tomorrow. And we're live in the Manor Heights section of Staten Island. Josh Einiger, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Josh. Well, beside the damage, today's storms led to a miserable commute, delays at the airports, and big delays on the New Jersey Turnpike. Eyewitness News reporter A.J. Ross live in Ridgefield with more. A.J.
Yeah, this rest stop is as close as we could safely get to the flooding on the New Jersey Turnpike, with most of the hardest hit areas just south to us. But just behind me here, a lot of cars have been driving and pulling in here in between the relentless downpours this evening, with people reporting delays of up to more than 2 hours. Check out this video posted a short time ago near Carteret earlier this evening, where cars were forced to wade through more than half a foot of standing water. Similar videos posted across social media show traffic at a standstill along some stretches of the turnpike as cars were forced to merge into one lane, with the blacktop seemingly transformed into a river in some areas. Several drivers say flash flooding forced delays of several hours.
It's a lot of rain, it's a lot of stopping, traffic, craziness, people trying to get off.
Just hard. It did not stop. It did not stop. All red lights and trucks, all back of the lights, until we hit one little area and it just came, you could see it had come right over. And tow trucks everywhere.
And while some people we talked to say the water has receded in some areas, there's still a lot of slick spots. So if you're going to be out there this evening, make sure you take it slow. Live in Ridgefield, I'm A.J. Ross, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, A.J. Stay with Eyewitness News for updates on the storms and the frustrating summer storms we've been experiencing. You can also download our AccuWeather app for the forecast anytime.
New tonight, police are trying to track down a suspect wearing a Ghostbusters cap who opened fire on a crowd of people in Queens. Cops say this is the shooter. It happened outside Melrose Ballroom in Astoria last Saturday. A man and woman who were watching for valet service were injured. The suspect fled in a black Maserati.
The Me Too movement adding one more high-profile name to its list of powerful men accused of misconduct. This time, the CEO of CBS, Les Moonves. It's coming out in a new article in The New Yorker. The report quotes women saying the powerful media executive harassed and intimidated them. Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim live in Midtown with more. Stefan.
Well, David and Sade, the shockwaves can be felt at CBS headquarters here on 6th Avenue to Hollywood to Wall Street. It sent CBS stock tumbling today, and that was before their story was even published.
I think it's important that a company's culture will not allow for this.
That's Les Moonves back in November after being asked how CBS was responding to the Me Too movement. The chairman and CEO had already fired news anchor Charlie Rose for allegations of sexual misconduct. Now it's Moonves under fire, one of the most powerful men in media in Hollywood, under investigation by his own company tonight. Accusations that range from inappropriate kissing to sexual assault to retaliation, according to the New Yorker's Ronan Farrow.
You're dealing with both an individual who is at the top of his game and on whom many, many other powerful people depend for their livelihoods.
Yes.
And also a corporation that is at the apex of our culture.
In the article, actress and writer Ileana Douglas says, "What happened to me was sexual assault, and then I was fired for not participating." Recounting an incident in Moonves' office in 1997, she says, "In a millisecond, he's got one arm over me, pinning me." Producer Christine Peters says Moonves told her during a meeting, "This is really great," then he just put a hand up my skirt. News of the accusation sent CBS stock into a free fall, dropping as much as 7% at one point, its worst daily performance in years. At 68, he's now one of the highest CEOs in the country, earning a pay package last year worth $70 million. In a statement to The New Yorker, Moonves says, "I always understood and respected and abided by the principle that no means no, and I have never misused my position to harm or hinder anyone's career." His wife and CBS host Julie Chen tweeting, "I have known my husband, Leslie Moonves, since the late 90s, and have been married to him for almost 14 years. Leslie is a good man and loving father, devoted husband, and inspiring corporate leader. He's always been a kind, decent, and moral human being. I fully support my husband and stand behind him and his statement." Now, the New Yorker article goes on to allege a larger culture of sexual misconduct within the company and protecting the accused. CBS says it is committed to investigating the claims and will take appropriate action. The New Yorker was the first to report sexual misconduct involving Harvey Weinstein. Reporting live in Midtown, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Stefan, thank you. A confession by a killer. The man accused of killing a nurse from Queens he met on Tinder says he's killed 6 other people, but cops aren't sure they believe him. Our sister station in L.A. has this exclusive video of police arresting Daniel Drayton after raping a woman there. Drayton's now charged in this month's murder of 29-year-old Samantha Stewart. He told cops he was involved in a total of 7 murders, but they say there is not evidence to back that up. Sources say police are investigating to see if he can be linked to unsolved sexual assaults.
President Trump celebrating strong economic numbers tonight. The president spoke to the press just after the government reported the U.S. economy grew at a robust rate of 4.1% in the second quarter. That is the best pace since 2014. While impressive, the president inaccurately called it an economic turnaround of historic proportions. Under President Obama, the U.S. growth rate exceeded 4.1% 4 times as he led the nation out of the Great Recession.
The White House now saying President Trump is open to visiting Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. He's just waiting on a formal invitation. That news comes as the White House confirms Putin is coming to Washington in the new year, but a date has not yet been set. Earlier this week, President Trump delayed Putin's White House visit from the fall, saying it should wait until after the special counsel concludes its investigation into Russian meddling.
A daring escape next at 11. Exclusive video showing the moment a child made a run for it after a car was stolen with 2 children inside. And an emotional plea from the woman who survived a car crash that killed her family. Hear what she is asking for tonight. And meteorologist Lee Goldberg tracking the strong storms moving through tonight. He'll let us know what we can expect for the weekend.
Monday at 5, it's super convenient sending money through your phone, but mistakes happen.
One woman lost thousands going to 500. Is it not?
7 on your side warns you about the pitfalls of using payment apps and the best way to keep your money safe. Monday at 5 on Channel 7.
Chapter.
How is it possible that we can get Wi-Fi to work here, but not here? Work fine here, but not here. It's time your Wi-Fi got an upgrade with Altice One. It not only delivers live TV, streaming apps, and internet, it also delivers a 40% better Wi-Fi experience. So you get powerful Wi-Fi throughout your home, allowing you to stream here and download here, all at super fast speeds. Altice One, now with double the internet speed for the same price.
It's the Ford Summer Sales Event, and now is the best time to buy.
Comparing classic campfire trout.
Say what?
Trout.
All right. You don't think I need both?
Why does he have that X? Make summer go right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit bonus cash on a great selection of SUVs. Save big on Ford Explorer with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit bonus cash, or lease for just $229 a month.
This is my Toyota Highlander. I love it. And I'm keeping my family safe at no extra cost thanks to Toyota Safety Sense. Similar features would cost more than $12,500 in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. For that, I give my Highlander 5 stars.
Tested, trusted Toyota. Lease a new 2018 Toyota Highlander for $249 a month. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Follow us at Drive Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
2 Latino high schoolers at the top of their class. Tiempo Sunday morning at 11:30.
Well, still no sign of the driver who ditched this Porsche SUV alongside the FDR Drive. She drove along the bike path this morning, then got wedged onto the side of the road. She was stuck and couldn't open her doors, so she climbed through the sunroof and ran off.
Well, new tonight, a look at the man cops say inappropriately touched a teenager on the subway. They say last Friday he inappropriately grabbed a 15-year-old girl on a southbound D train as it approached the 145th Street stop. He then exited the train.
New details in the story we brought you last night. Exclusive surveillance video shows an SUV jumping the curb in Gramercy and plowing into two women at a bus stop. That impact sent glass from the bus stop flying. The women were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The driver is facing DWI charges.
Surveillance video obtained exclusively by Eyewitness News shows the harrowing moment a car was stolen with two children inside in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It happened after their father got out of the car to pick up takeout. As the carjacker peeled away, a 10-year-old boy jumped out of the car, but his 5-year-old brother was still inside. The older boy and his dad chased after the vehicle. Police eventually stopped the car and arrested the suspect and found the boy who had been dropped off along the way.
The New Jersey mother who survived a crash that killed her husband and 4 daughters now demanding justice. Mary Rose Trinidad says the man behind the wheel of the vehicle that hit and killed her family should be charged. Police say Alvin Hubbard's pickup truck crossed the median into oncoming traffic in Delaware 3 weeks ago, crashing into the Trinidad's minivan.
Justice will not bring them back, but we will be in a safer place. All my broken bones and injuries will heal, but not the unbearable pain in my heart.
Just heartbreaking to hear. A large memorial from friends and family has been set up at the Trinidad's home in Teaneck. Funerals have yet to be held for the father and the 4 daughters.
It's a ruling that could impact 2 million New Yorkers who use Spectrum for their cable, internet, and phone service. Well, state regulators today revoked the merger approval of its parent company, Charter, with Time Warner. Regulators are giving Charter just 60 days to find another cable provider to replace it. Governor Cuomo says Charter has not fulfilled promises like expanding high-speed internet access in rural areas. Charter says that's not true, and it is vowing to fight the ruling.
Twitter suffering its second largest ever stock loss. Its shares plunged more than 20% today after Twitter revealed a loss of monthly users in the second quarter, and it expects to lose more users this quarter. Twitter blames the loss of users on efforts to clean up the platform and stricter privacy rules in Europe. The drop comes a day after Facebook stock lost more than $100 billion.
From Australia to Africa to Europe and Asia, skywatchers were in awe tonight as they witnessed the longest total lunar eclipse of this century. The so-called blood moon turned a deep red as the sun, earth, and moon just lined up perfectly, casting Earth's shadow on the moon. The total eclipse lasted 1 hour and 43 minutes. North America missed out, but can look forward to the next lunar eclipse on January 21st. And I know you were eyeing this one, Lee.
I was, but I'm happy to see it on video. I don't need January to come anytime soon, but that was very beautiful. We'll look forward to that. Meanwhile, I'll take July, but not one of these July nights. I mean, the deluge earlier in the day to get rid of this tropical air mass, which it's still going to take until tomorrow night to really get the lower humidity air in here. Right now, George Washington Bridge traffic moving pretty well. Much different story on the New Jersey Turnpike. 69 degrees right now. The wind is calm. It's still rather stuffy out after a high in the mid-80s. Now, the park only measured 1/4 of an inch. I know we got a lot more than that even outside our studios here in the Upper West Side. Newark over an inch, was 3 to 5 inches over Staten Island, a few inches over parts of the mid-Hudson Valley as well. And now this put New York City over the 7-inch mark for July, one of the wettest Julys, just outside of the top 10 and 3 inches above average. So there's a shower around the rest of the night, even an early shower east in the morning. Clouds and some fog, a little haze early, and then clouds break for sun and middle 80s, an overall nice day, just a pop-up storm in the afternoon hours. Here's the radar right now, quieting down thankfully across much of New Jersey. Still some downpours near Middletown. This is working right on I-84. Ulster and Dutchess, a couple of downpours. You can see over northern Westchester into Putnam and then northern Fairfield, some downpours. Same thing back to Bridgeport and over the east end of the island. The one storm is still producing some lightning over the North Fork and headed through the Hamptons out to Montauk over the next couple of hours. See, the cold front is still back to the west. So until that gets through the entire area, you can't totally call off the shower threat. That's why I'll even include a shower into the early morning hours tomorrow. There is some dry air. It's still a good now 200 miles away, but it starts to filter in during the day tomorrow. You can notice it in the western suburbs, and then we all notice it tomorrow night. And finally, some comfort comes back in. The futurecast is overdoing what the radar will look like at midnight, but I think the message is you can't rule out a shower until that cold front goes through. So even tomorrow morning, especially east of the city, there may be a stray shower around, clouds, some haze. It's warm, it's muggy. Then clouds break for sun. Actually turns into a decent beach day. You have to keep an eye to the sky in the afternoon just for a pop-up storm, and that goes for northwest areas as well. But again, the humidity humidity is dropping off to the west during the afternoon hours. Then tomorrow night absolutely gets delightful as skies clear out. Temperatures start dropping through the 70s into the 60s in the suburbs, and the humidity keeps dropping. So just a shower or two around tomorrow. You get the early shower east, pop up in the afternoon. Otherwise, clouds breaking for some sun. Sunday's not only the better half of the weekend, it's the best bet of the 7-day. Lots of sunshine, low humidity, great day there, and then humidity starts to creep up into early next week. But a beautiful end to the upcoming weekend. I think our highs on Sunday will generally be in the mid-80s. Southwest wind boaters tomorrow, waves 2 to 4 feet. The rip current risk is dropping to moderate. 72 tomorrow morning, clouds and breaks of hazy sun. There's some patchy fog around. It's humid. There might be a shower south and east. Up into the mid-80s tomorrow, partly sunny, just a spot shower around. It's breezy, and the humidity starts lowering in the western suburbs during the day. And tomorrow night's great. Mainly clear, more comfortable, 60s in most suburbs. All right, so once we get past a great Sunday, Monday we'll see clouds increase, but you probably don't notice the spike in humidity till Monday night into Tuesday. Now, I know it looks rather unsettled again Tuesday through Friday. It's a little different than this week. I think we're talking about some afternoon storm threats, and a lot of them are going to happen away from the beaches. Wednesday may be more active than the other days, but it's not as bad and frequent downpours as we saw this week. I just think it's more afternoon threats, and again, away from the coast, so that could work out okay if you have a vacation week off. Jeff Smith, Amy Freeze with more on this in the morning.
Okay.
Well, hopefully the weather will hold out for this weekend because there's special sights in the sky in New Jersey. It is the 36th annual Quick Check New Jersey Balloon Festival this weekend in Reddington. The 3-day festival kicked off today and goes through Sunday. We even have an eyewitness balloon there to keep an eye out for. Something to look for. Channel 7 is a proud sponsor.
Love those balloons. They're beautiful. Well, a big announcement about the next Star Wars movie cast, plus an emergency landing on a busy highway.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Raymore and Flanagan. For the closest location, visit RaymoreFlanagan.com.
Tonight, Kimmel's Where the Magic Happens.
I'd watch an hour of that.
With Irvin Magic Johnson.
Make sure I don't get in trouble today.
Plus, Lakeith Stanfield and Jimmy share an intimate moment.
Fun to be new.
Emmy-nominated Jimmy Kimmel Live, tonight on ABC.
Well-qualified lessees of select competitive full-size SUVs get this low-mileage lease on the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $219 a month.
The Kenya Tea Development Agency is an organization that is owned by tea farmers. Every week we sell this tea, we get paid in multiple accounts. We were looking for a bank to provide a safe and efficient technology platform to pay our farmers. Citi was the only one that was able to ensure that this was done seamlessly. And today, at the touch of a button, all the farmers are able to get their money, pay school fees, and improve their standard of living. With Citi, we see a bright future for our farmers and their families.
See up to 100 hot air balloons, fireworks, and more at the Quick Check New Jersey Festival of Ballooning. Don't miss an incredible concert lineup featuring Lori Berkner, Andy Grammer, Lifehouse, and Creedence Clearwater Revisited. This weekend only. Sponsored in part by Camelback Resort. Countless adventures, one resort.
Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Aaron? ABC-7 and your Tri-State Ford dealers thank you for helping protect our children.
New tonight, a small plane lands on one of Chicago's busiest thoroughfares right in the middle of rush hour. Fortunately, no vehicles were struck when the plane touched down on Lakeshore Drive tonight, but traffic was backed up for miles. The pilot said the plane's engine had lost power. No one was injured. The plane was heading to Ohio after taking part in an air show in Wisconsin.
Well, new tonight, the late Carrie Fisher will be in the next Star Wars movie, even though she passed away 2 years ago. Writer and director J.J. Abrams says unused footage of the actress will be used to bring her character's story to, quote, a satisfying conclusion. He says recasting Fisher or using CGI to recreate her was not an option. The next installment, simply called Episode 9 so far, and it's scheduled to be released in December of 2019. And J.J. Abrams getting the blessing of the family to go forward with that. I know a lot of fans are going to be happy to see it.
Using unused footage from Episode 7 that they shot with her.
Right.
So that'll be cool to have her in. Oh, I read up on all that. Trying to keep updated on that. And Aaron Judge, we're going to hear from the big fella tonight on the injury that will keep him out at least the next 3 weeks. While the Mets continue to make moves, they trade one veteran and add another. That story and more next in sports.
Welcome, guys. Hi. You are going to love the neighborhood. It's totally wired for Fios.
Is that a good thing?
Good. Fiber optics can move crazy amounts of data at even crazier speeds, and Fios is a 100% fiber optic network, so you can stream, game, and watch 4K shows all at once.
It's right about that.
See? We are going to have so much fun here.
100% fiber optic network. 100% phenomenal. Get the fastest speeds available for the best price with the Fios Gigabit connection.
But people say that I'm a rock star. They think I stay up all night.
The Hyundai Epic Summer Sales Event with select SUVs starting around $20K. This summer is going to be epic. Lease an all-wheel drive Santa Fe Sport for $199 a month or get up to $3,750 in total savings. Hurry, offers end July 31st.
Bassett's half-off weekend continues today. Today only, get half-off accent chairs, swivel chairs, recliners, and chaises. And tomorrow, half-off beds. It's a new deal every day, plus 25% off store-wide during Bassett's annual half-off weekend.
I can do this. I can do this. Find the nearest beauty supply store.
Okay, here's what I found.
Party store. Pet store. Okay. Wow. What's with all the black?
Hurry to the Dodge Summer Clearance Event. Well-qualified lessees of select competitive full-size SUVs get this low-mileage lease on the 2018 Durango. Double up on your favorites this summer with Dunkin' Ice Go-Tos. Get 2 medium iced teas for $3, 2 medium iced coffees for $4, or 2 medium iced lattes for $5. Share the summer with Dunkin' Ice Go-Tos. America runs on Dunkin'. Ignite your passions. Discover. Embrace adventure. This summer, test drive a Mazda and chase the sun. Spread your wings. Mazda. Feel alive.
Now lease the 2018 Mazda 3 Sport 4-door for $169 a month for 36 months.
Sometimes hailing a taxi is easy. And sometimes it's not. That's why millions of New Yorkers rely on apps like Uber for the ability to get a ride 24/7 in all 5 boroughs, the affordability, and the option to share your ride so you can pay even less. But if the New York City Council gets its way, all of this could disappear. We need to tell the City Council, don't strand New Yorkers.
Tonight's sports report is sponsored by BMW. Now through July 31st, receive a credit of up to $3,000 on select BMW models. Visit tristatebmw.com for more details.
Ryan, the Yankees, they make some moves to shore up their pitching, and then our bats get hurt. I mean, can't catch a break here.
No Gary Sanchez, no Aaron Judge yet. There's a lot of teams that would love to have that lineup even without those two players. The first game without Aaron Judge will have to wait another day. Yanks and Royals rained out tonight at the stadium. They will play a day-night doubleheader tomorrow. The Yanks will be without Judge for at least the next 3 weeks, although tonight he says it could have been a lot worse.
Happy with, what they kind of diagnosed with the 3 weeks, and now it's just time to go to work and get better. It's tough, but stuff like this happens. You can't control it. I'm glad it happened now instead of the last week of September. Just got to move on, get healthy, and get ready for that run.
Brian Cashman says he will continue to work the phones until Tuesday's deadline. The Mets didn't wait that long to unload Asdrubal Cabrera. He was traded to the Phillies today for pitching prospect Franklin Kilome. Cabrera says he expected the trade, and interim GM John Ricco says there may be more to come.
We have, some pieces that people are checking in on, especially our pitching. I'm not saying that we will make any more deals, but we certainly will